Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Media Awareness. This is Rob. Before I continue, I want to remind you all that the fundraiser continues. For those of you new to my channel or unaware, I am a disabled individual and I use a motorized wheelchair slash scooter all day, every day for my independence, and I need your help. My insurance will not cover anything with regard to my scooter as they view it as a quote luxury item end quote, despite the fact that I am unable to walk whatsoever, in addition to being unable to use any other type of scooter or power chair, or even a standard wheelchair for that matter, as I only have limited dexterity in one hand. In addition to that, I do not have a backup scooter or wheelchair to rely on at the current time. So if my scooter should malfunction as it did a few months ago, I will yet again be a fish out of water, a scenario I want to avoid at all costs. With that stated below the title of this video in the description below, as well as in a separate section below the information pertaining to this video itself, you will find a spot fund link. It is a fundraiser, it's easy to contribute, it takes a few seconds, and any and all help is welcome. I cannot stress that enough. Even $5 or $10 can make all the difference in the world, and you can even contribute anonymously. The purpose of the fundraiser is to assist me with the ongoing refurbishing of my existing scooter, as well as to help me save for the purchase of a new scooter. I arrived at these conclusions following the malfunction, as alluded to a moment ago, whereby my battery charging mechanism had failed entirely, and for roughly 2 weeks I needed to rely on family and friends to push me around my own home, which severely limited my independence. However, it was that long overdue wake-up call that I needed a backup plan, and a backup plan is to have a brand new scooter to use moment to moment, day to day, every day, as well as my existing scooter completely refurbished, waiting in the wings to be used at a moment's notice, if necessary, when necessary. Additionally, at the current time, I'm also attempting to save for the purchase of a wheelchair van. My wheelchair van, unfortunately, has ceased to function, and that is problematic for me in terms of my independence as well. I'm going different places, and although I could use public transportation, after falling off of a bus while getting off of the bus, I'm really reluctant to do so. There is wheelchair accessible transportation for individuals like myself to go places. However, it only runs until a certain time of day, that being 5 p.m. So if I wanted to go anywhere after that, I would need to take public transportation, aka a bus, and I would be risking my life once again, as I kind of hurt my head when I did fall off the bus while getting off of it, as stated. So, with all of that, I do want to really urge you all to do what you can. Any and all help, once again, is welcome. I do want to extend a gracious thanks to those who have contributed thus far, in addition to those who plan on contributing, as your contributions have and will make a world of difference in my life. Thank you all. I love you all. Below in the description of this video as well, you will find a link to my video regarding the United States government shutdown and some real significant issues that people in middle class families or individuals and or lower income are going to be facing in the near future unless the government reopens ASAP. So please watch that video if you could as well, and do what you can. I would really appreciate it. Once again, it all means the world to me, and I do really, really appreciate you all. Love you all. If you are not yet subscribed to this channel, please consider subscribing to Media Awareness and becoming part of the Media Awareness family. I'd love to have you. Also, if you do subscribe, be sure to click the bell icon. That way, you'll will be notified whenever I upload a new video, just like this one. Happy Halloween, everyone, or Blessed Samhain, whatever you celebrate. I just want to extend those regards to all of you out there. And with that stated, this is a Halloween request by Marillion. I'm going to be reacting to Grendel. And this is from 1983. I do not believe I've seen this footage that I found. It's a live performance. With all my reactions, you'll find this link below in the description. I do this because the musicians and bands who create this music for us, the fans, do so with the utmost creativity and integrity, and they deserve all the credit in the world for their hard work, so always click on those links. In this case, click on the link of the individual that was so kind enough to be able to upload this and share this with us, the fans. Now, for those of you new to Marillion or wondering who or what Marillion is a progressive rock band that came to prominence in the 1980s during the dark times of progressive rock, so to speak, when progressive rock was really not as prominent as it was throughout the 1970s with bands such as um, King Crimson, yes, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, putting out really um, epic music. And by epic, I mean epic as in long. Um, some tracks lasting 20 minutes or longer. And when the 1980s rolled around, that mindset musically, for most bands, had changed to a much more streamlined approach of shorter songs with more accessible lyrics and basically taking the pop rock approach to the extreme in some cases. And many of the progressive rock bands, such as Yes and even Emerson, Lake and Palmer, went in that direction. With that stated, however, um, bands like IQ and in this case Marillion were just coming out with their music and they were highly influenced by the progressive rock and progressive rock then became more prominent once again in the 1990s. It kind of started in the early 1990s, but I'd say early to mid 1990s, I'd started to um, really rise up again. And throughout the 2000s into present day, we saw and we see both progressive rock and progressive metal being mainstays really in the world of music as a whole. So there you have a certain idea of what we're in for here. This is an epic track, and Marillion was one of those bands that stuck with progressive rock. Um, and although they did have some pop success overseas, here in the United States, they really were not uh, a known band at all. I don't remember even hearing of Marillion growing up and going in high school in the 1980s and college in the 1990s. I never heard Marillion mentioned, and it wasn't until I started listening to Transatlantic in the early 2000s that I became familiar and familiar and really was able to appreciate the music of Marillion. So for those of us in the States, they really remained an anomaly until progressive rock started to become more accessible here in the States and more accepted in the grand scheme of things with streaming and various other means of obtaining music. But Grendel is a track that I'm familiar with, but not this live version from 1983. And with that stated, I'm looking forward to doing this on this Halloween, October 31st, 2025. So I'm going to do this, and I'll be back following this performance with my assessment.
Charging dusk, mountains echo, curfew's bell, signal ending tasks. They place the faith in oaken doors. As Grendel stalks the night, Alfred Walker seeks his meals. Prepare the funeral pyres. The shaper's songs no longer heal the fear within their eyes. Their eyes. The rise, the rise, the wooden figures, pagan gods, stare blindly across the sea. Appeal for help from ocean fogs, for saviors born of dreams. They know the lives of it now. Priestly heads they bow in shame. They cannot face the trembling crowd that flinch in Grendel's name. Alfred Walker seeks his meals. Prepare the funeral pyres. The shaper's songs no longer heal the fear within their eyes. Their denizens of twilight lands humbly beggar here through. Mother Nature's bastard child, shunned by leaf and tree. Freezing silence, bewitched by the reptile spell, sulphurous essence pervades round the grassy dell. Hero awaits him like lamb to the butcher's knife. Stellar heaven, ignore even children's cry. Giants rise in terror, flee round the oaken beam, flickering firelight, portraying the grisly scene. Warriors advance, prepare for the nightmare bow. Futile their sacrifices, even our hearts must know. Look at the
Grendel. That performance was spectacular. Once again, that's from 1983. And where do I start? Wow. Um, First off, I want to really thank the individual that requested this. And as they put it in the request, it is the ultimate Halloween epic, and I have to agree. Um, and I went with the live version because I felt it would have more intensity, and it did not let down in that area. Of course, this particular rendition of Grendel featured Fish on lead vocals. Fish was one of the founding members of Marillion and the original lead singer, main lyricist as well. Um, Throughout the first four Marillion albums, he departed the band following the fourth album to embark on a highly successful solo career once again overseas. He never really um, made a big impact here in the States, except for those of us who really knew of his music, like myself. Um, but I only knew about it after discovering Marillion. So this was just an example of why Marillion was so successful, despite being a progressive rock band in the dark era of progressive rock, or the dark times of progressive rock, because they were so flamboyant and so uh, theatrical is the word I think that I could use to describe the performance that Fish gave on vocals. And let's talk about Fish for a second and his performance here. This was just truly, truly amazing. Um, he was so charismatic in this performance and just really, really belting it out in his trademark manner and doing so with such intensity and real um, meaning, really. You know, he embodied the spirit of the music itself and the intensity that the music would shift to throughout the movements of this piece. I will not refer to music like this typically as songs unless they are songs. This is a piece, much in the way classical music have been is described as having pieces with different movements. This progressive rock is an extension and is very inspired by classical music in terms of time changes, key changes throughout the song itself, and in this case, also the length as well. And the band was really solid in this. The rhythm section was so tight. The keyboards were really spot on, and the guitar work was just off the charts, and just matching the intensity that Fish was conveying as well. The whole band was all together on this one. And I'm just so pleased to have brought all of you this on this Halloween of 2025. Um, and uh, during, or should I say, in the midst of a government shutdown here in the United States of America, which is not something that I like to think about, but it's a prevailing issue of reality here that we're facing on a daily basis, with no apparent end in sight, and with benefits and services being cut left and right. It's a really, really difficult pill to swallow, and it's hard to really uh, be optimistic and uplifting. But as I say with a lot of my reactions recently, music itself is my medicine, and a piece like this really, really is inspiring for hope, and it's just all in all fun to be a part of and to watch. So please do yourself a favor, click on that link below. That way you can enjoy this with its optimum audio and video quality, and without me up there in the corner of the screen, somewhere like an untrained mime, jamming along the way I was, because I know I was, and I was really enjoying it, so I'm not complaining whatsoever. And I hope that you're all having a safe and um, pleasant holiday. For those of you currently celebrating Halloween or Samhain, and I also hope that you all have a wonderful morning, noon, or night wherever you are. Take care. Bye.